1. There is a blue Sharingan. Actually, it's not a Sharingan, and it's not blue either, but it became known worldwide by that name. Orochimaru tried to create an artificial Sharingan and made an eye with a vortex of colors. Naturally, the combination of all colors results in white. However, since the girl who was the victim of the experiment wore thick glasses with a sealing spell, fans of the series came up with a theory. As the light passed through the lenses, the colors would appear blue, thanks to the Rayleigh effect, the same phenomenon that makes the sky and the ocean look blue. A big part of this theory is based on the color of chakra shown in the anime. Chakra actually contains all colors, and users of the Sharingan, Byakugan, or Rinnegan can see the true color of a person's chakra. But for us, the viewers, it's shown only as blue. This theory got so big that eventually, the whole world started calling this nameless artificial dojutsu the Blue Sharingan. 2. Sasuke was named after the father of the third Hokage, Sasuke Sarutobi, though both their names were likely inspired by the fictional ninja Sarutobi Sasuke. Sasuke's last name, Uchiha, is another way of pronouncing Uchiwa, which means paper fan, the actual symbol of the Uchiha clan. The Uchiwa can be used to fan flames, making them burn hotter, a nod to the fact that the Uchiha are a clan of fire technique users. 3. Naruto is the third known Jinchuriki to become a Kage during his lifetime, alongside Yagura and Gaara. 4. According to Rock Lee and Seishun Full Power Ninden, the reason Kakashi wears a mask is to hide the nosebleeds he gets whenever he reads his Icha Icha book. 5. After being found by Madara following the events at Kanabi Bridge, when the elder Uchiha revealed his identity, Obito referred to him as my precious ancestor, which may imply that Obito is a direct descendant of Madara. 6. Kakashi completed a total of 1,141 official missions, 197 D rank, 190 C rank, 414 B rank, 298 A rank, and 42 S rank. 7. Naruto's mother was nicknamed the Red Hot-Blooded Habanero, while his father was known as the Yellow Flash. Naruto's self-proclaimed title, Konoha's Orange Hokage, refers to the fact that orange is a blend of red and yellow. 8. Kakashi's favorite word is teamwork. 9. Sasuke is one of the 4 characters who have consistently remained in the top 10 of every character popularity poll. 10. Deidara is able to produce his own smoke bombs using his explosive clay. 11. Even though Deidara's weakness is electricity, his explosive clay is a mixture of lightning and earth elements, and an external surge of energy has the ability to disarm his bombs. 12. While Naruto has killed several antagonists in anime fillers and movies, the only canonical character he has killed is Yura. 13. According to the 4th data book, Itachi had a strong liking for sweets, with dango being his favorite. 14. Madara's favorite food was tofu dumplings stuffed with rice. 15. Minato means harbor, gang, and namikaze means waves and wind, Bofeng. 16. During an interview, Kishimoto was asked which character he would like to have a spin-off. Possibly as a joke, Kishimoto simply answered, Akamaru. 17. Akamaru and Kiba share the same birthday. 18. Anko was once Kishimoto's favorite female character. 19. Choji is afraid of lizards. 20. Darui in Japanese means slow or dull, referring to his demeanor and his lazy way of speaking. 21. Toby once commented that Deidara would die from an explosion, while Sasori said he was the type to die young. 22. The Ten Tails Rinne Sharingan was depicted with a varying number of tomo on different occasions. When first shown as a silhouette, its eye contained 9 tomo, but afterward, it was consistently shown with only 6 tomo after its rebirth. The eye within the tree root produced by Obito once again showed 9 tomo. During its battle with Hagoromo and Hamura, the eye was depicted with 4 rows of tomo, indicating it had at least 12. 23. In the manga, when Ebisu pushes up his glasses, he uses his middle finger. This was changed in the anime, where he uses both his middle and index fingers. Yurmi Dort, Fu. Masashi Kishimoto initially stated that he wasn't completely sure about this Jinchuriki's gender. Based on Fu's concept art in Naruto 6 Road to Ninja, it seems Kishimoto eventually decided that Fu is a girl. 25. Fu is the only recently known Jinchuriki who did not belong to one of the 5 great ninja countries. 26. Gamamaru, besides having been alive since the time of the Sage of Six Paths, was also his mentor. 27. The name Gamatatsu means dragon toad. 28. Guren is the filler character with the highest number of techniques. 29. Guren and Yukimaru reappear in episode 479. 30. In the anime, Kakashi simply drives his lightning cutter into Haku's chest. However, in the manga, Kakashi's hand actually pierces through Haku's heart. Are you enjoying the video? Then subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more videos like this one. 31. Hanabi means fireworks. 32. The only known character from the village of Hot Springs is Hidan. 33. The name Hinata means sunny place. 34. Indra's Mangekyo did not appear to harm him when used, unlike the others, likely because he inherited the powerful chakra of Hagoromo, allowing him to resemble, or even match, the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. 35. Jiraiya shares the same blood type with his former teammates, Tsunade and Orochimaru, as well as his former students, Naruto Uzumaki and Minato Namikaze. 36. There is a character named Karai, and his name means spicy. 37. In translations of the series, Katsuyu is referred to with feminine pronouns. However, in the original Japanese version, Katsuyu is only referred to with gender-neutral pronouns. Slugs are hermaphrodites. 38. Most of Kimimara's actions in the series, before his appearance in the Sasuke retrieval arc, are exclusive to the anime. 39. Kisami's zodiac sign is Pisces. 40. Konan, Nagato, and Yahiko were never classified as rogue ninjas. 41. Kurenai was originally supposed to have a dojutsu, but the idea was dropped, and only the distinctive pattern in her eyes was kept. 42. Mito Uzumaki, Hashirama's wife, had the same forehead mark as Sakura and Tsunade, and was a user of the strength of 100 seal. 43. Nagato's summons are dead animals remotely controlled, just like the pains. 44. Yahiko loved fishing. 45. Sasori's zodiac sign is Scorpio. His name means scorpion, and he shares the same birthday as Kishimoto, the creator of the series. 46. In the history of Japan's samurai period, there really was a famous warrior named Sasuke. 47. After Asuma's death, Shikamaru picked up the habit of smoking. However, this was censored in the English versions and eventually completely removed from the story. 48. Shino has the habit of naming his insects. 49. Tonton is Tsunade's pet, but he doesn't like her much. Most of the time, Shizune is the one who takes care of him. 50. The name of the ramen shop uncle is Tuchi. 51. Tobirama is the only Hokage in history who refused to wear the Hokage hat. 52. Tsunade is the only living person who personally knew and had strong ties with every Hokage. 53. Zetsu is disgusted by jelly. 54. In the original concept, Naruto was going to be the son of a fox. 55. Obito was the character who deceived the most people throughout the entire series. 56. Kakashi became stronger without the Sharingan. 57. Hidan can die from starvation. 58. Sakura possesses both the water and earth elements. 59. Sasuke recently became Kishimoto's favorite character. 60. The mouths on Deidara's hands come from a forbidden scroll he stole from his village to develop this technique. 61. Tsunade has been addicted to gambling since she was a child. 62. The White Fang, Kakashi's father, was stronger than Konoha's 3 legendary Sannin. 63. Minato had unmatched speed even without using teleportation techniques. 64. Itachi used crow clones as a tribute to Shisui, who also used that technique. 65. Naruto's 9-tailed fox is based on the fox from the anime Yu Yu Hakusho. 66. Kishimoto used to visit a ramen restaurant very similar to the one in Konoha. 67. Susanoo, Amaterasu, and many other names in the series are names of gods from Japanese legends. 68. There is a city in Japan called Naruto, and it has around 60,000 inhabitants. 69. Uzumaki is one of the ways to refer to a whirlpool or hot tub. 70. The manga almost got cancelled before it launched because investors weren't sure it would actually be successful. 71. Hidan is the only Akatsuki member that Naruto never met. Are you enjoying the video? Subscribe for much more content. 72. Kishimoto was struggling to defeat Madara. In an interview, he admitted that the character had become so powerful, it was very hard to find a way to beat him. 73. Kishimoto really considered the possibility of killing Hinata during the fight against Pain. She would be brought back later, but still, how traumatic would that have been? 74. The author always knew Sasuke and Sakura would end up together, but he did think a few times about the possibility of Naruto and Sakura getting together. After several meetings with his team, the idea was eventually dropped. 75. Sasuke managed to master the Rinnegan thanks to Hashirama's cells. Right after being humiliated by Madara, Sasuke was treated by Kabuto with the first Hokage's cells, and that made all the difference. 76. Each of the Biju, as well as the Chakra Tree and Kaguya, are inspired by Japanese and Chinese legends. 77. In almost every generation of Team 7, there was a love triangle. Tsunade said she would rather have Orochimaru back than Jiraiya. Rin liked Kakashi, and Obito liked Rin. Sakura was desperate for Sasuke, and Naruto was desperate for Sakura. 78. Rock Lee isn't originally from Konoha. Even though he uses techniques with Konoha in their names, Rock Lee is from a small village near the Hidden Leaf. Since the village he came from didn't have any ninjas, he moved to Konoha at a young age to become a shinobi. 79. Sasori's actions triggered the start of the Third Great Ninja War. By killing the leader of his village, Sasori sparked the hatred of many people who didn't really know what was going on, and that ended up leading to war. 80. Itachi didn't give Amaterasu to Sasuke. The power Itachi passed to Sasuke was for one-time use only. In other words, ocular abilities aren't transferred between Uchiha. In his databook, it's confirmed that Sasuke awakened his Amaterasu on his own. 81. Not every Uchiha has the Sharingan. Even if an Uchiha goes through everything necessary to awaken their red eyes, sometimes it just doesn't happen. 82. Kishimoto stated that many people working with him told him that Hinata would have made a better heroine than Sakura. Kishimoto said that even though he never intended to portray Sakura as a heroine, he would start showing more of that side of her from then on. 83. On the Toad Summoning Scroll, Hagoromo's name is written first. In second and third place, there are two names written in the same ancient script that was used during Kaguya's era and her sons. However, the other two Toad Summoners before Jiraiya are still unknown. 84. In some Naruto games, things happen that don't exist in the original story. But some Naruto games have actually spoiled the manga. Among them was Kakashi's Susanoo, and now the most recent one, with a high chance of becoming canon, is Sarada's Mangekyo Sharingan and its star-shaped form. 85. The tools of the Sage of Six Paths, when translated literally, go like this: Amber Purifying Pot, 7-star Sword, Banana Palm Fan, Golden Canopy Rope, Crimson Gourd. 86. The talking animals in Naruto don't have a clear explanation, but we know they're sacred creatures that protect life on Earth. Whenever necessary, they intervene, like Gamamaru did when Kaguya was consuming the planet with the chakra tree. 87. Hagoromo was the one who shared his chakra with humans, and all ninja power came from the Otsutsuki. However, the talking animals like the toads, slugs, and snakes had already mastered techniques to control the natural energy of things before chakra even arrived. 88. The best theories suggest that Hashirama had the slug sage mode. This has never been confirmed, but the strongest theories point in that direction. That's because Hashirama, by using Mokuton, already had a strong connection with natural energy, and the mark on his forehead is very similar to the strength of a 100 seal. Besides that, his regeneration factors are absurdly fast, and his entire body has special cells that allow him to do things no other ninja could possibly achieve. Hashirama is still a complete mystery in many ways, and no matter where his sage mode comes from, he is one of the most incredible ninjas who ever lived. 89. The multi-shadow clone jutsu is a forbidden technique because it's extremely dangerous for any normal person to create a large number of clones and then take on all their exhaustion at once. Naruto can handle it well because of his insanely high chakra reserves, but even Naruto, the first few times he used it, ended up so exhausted, he passed out. 90. There are over 50 different types of clone jutsus. 91. The strength of a 100 seal is not a forbidden jutsu because it stores chakra to be used later. However, The creation rebirth technique, which combines with it, is considered a forbidden jutsu. 92. The Sage Mode Rinnegan. When one of the pains absorbed Naruto's energy, he lost control because he didn't know how to handle natural energy and ended up turning into a frog. But for a few seconds, it was possible to see his Rinnegan with the Toad Sage Mode pattern at the same time. 93. Sasuke's Rinnegan was red at first. In the earliest colored artworks, Sasuke's Rinnegan appears red, identical to the Jubi's, but this was later corrected. 94. Still talking about Sasuke's Rinnegan, it was called by different names in various official places, causing a lot of confusion among fans. It was called Rine Sharingan in the games and spin-offs, and also referred to as Supreme Rinnegan in the official novels. 95. Medical ninjas have an easier time performing sealing jutsus because of their specific chakra control skills. 96. Madara's Susanoo has the same power as a Biju. 97. The only Biju that has ever been summoned was Kurama. 98. Kakuzu had 4 partners before Haidan, and even though they were mentioned, they were never shown. They were also members of the Akatsuki. 99. Tobirama was the one who developed the entire educational system of the ninja world, including tests, exams, and physical trials. 100. All of Kurama's Jinchurikis were from the Uzumaki clan, except for Minato.